Hello guys, this is Fancy, and in today's video I'll be showing a really cool server. This server is semi-serious. It's not really heavy RP based or anything like that. It's perfect for people who are starting out. This might be your first server and you will feel great in it. You won't get punished, you won't get banned, you won't get kicked too much, you know, because when you start, of course, you don't know all the rules and stuff, and it might be hard for you. So if you want to have some fun, but you also want to get to know the roleplay, this is a really good server to start. So let's get into it. So the most mind-blowing feature of the server for me was the Nintendo Switch. You actually buy the Nintendo Switch and play games on it, which I did not believe it. I was like, no way. So there are a few games. You can also play like multiplayer games with other players on the server, which I have no idea how it's even possible to do something like this. I was actually surprised. So I was playing the Subway Surfers and there is no delay, there's nothing, you know, it's all legit. Like you can actually play it and it's really fun. And I think this is one of the really best features, you know, the server could have. You know, it's like if you don't have what to do, you know, and maybe you're a bit bored or maybe you're waiting for somebody, you can actually pull up and just play, you know, Subway Surfers. So there was like this tutorial how to, you know, move. So you basically move with your arrow keys, and yeah, it's really, you know, FPS is really good for it. It has no delay. It's really good. You can play like, you know, Fall Guys. You can play like all of these games that you probably already know, like Happy Wheels, Among Us, and all the other games you can actually play. Yeah, that's just one of these features that this server has. So this server has custom outfits. It's a lot of clothes. As you can see, I have all the designer names on my character. It has a lot of hairs. It has a lot of customization overall, like beards, hair types, and clothes, shoes, and like jewelry. It's a lot, you know. So it's, if you guys into that, if you are bored of the old GTA 5 online clothing, this is a really cool feature that I always like. You know, it's always fun and refreshing to have something new. There are custom cars, and you get like 50k as a startup bonus, and you can pretty much just buy a car straight away, which is really cool, because in other servers you don't get that much money and the cars are way too expensive. But in this server, the economy is not too bad. I mean, you can straight up, you know, go to a dealership and buy a BMW M3 straight away, just like that, boom. And that's what I did, of course, because I like this car, I think, and it's not too bad. I mean, it's not OP. I mean, I didn't even, you know, upgrade it because I didn't have enough money, but it's not too OP, but it also drives, you know, and it's cool. It's really detailed. It looks like in real life, it's the same shit, you know. You can buy, of course, other cars, but I chose to buy this one. I think it's really iconic and I really like it. So I got this car, and there are more cars like Audis, you know, Mercedes, you know, Hellcats, Catbacks, and stuff like that. So getting a car, buying a car from a dealership, from real life brands, really cool, really easy, really fun. Boom. You can also steal cars from the street. You can steal NPC cars and drive them around, but I'm pretty sure after some time they can despawn. I think so. So sometimes you might not find the car you stole, which is, you know, it's a semi-serious RP server, so you are allowed to steal cars and stuff like that, which is okay, which is good, because in some servers you cannot steal a car, so unless it's a player's car, you know, and you need to lockpick or shit like that. So this server is based in America, but you can play it from Europe, of course, you know, but pretty much more people will play in NA times than Europe times. Staff is active, which is another really good feature. So if somebody is doing something stupid, if somebody's hacking, modding, you can always report it and the staff will react to it really fast and actually ban the guy if he's doing some shady stuff. And the admins, of course, as always, will, you know, try to make really good RP scenarios and make your experience really good in the server. The server is not like really old or anything, so if you want to grow in the server, it's a really good server to do that, because in some servers, for example, they run for like 4 years, you know, and if you came now, there are a lot of people who play for 4 years and you won't be able to catch up to them. It's literally impossible, you know. They play daily, and even if you played, you know, 24/7, you wouldn't be able to catch up to them because they just play so long. There are a bunch of houses, a bunch of everything that you can buy, you know, in the good places, in the places that you would actually want to own an apartment or a house in, you know, in an RP server, for RP reasons, of course. Talking about houses, you can buy a house, you can decorate it, you can buy furniture. So when you buy a house, you can select an interior. I'll show you some low-end house interiors. So these houses will be found in the hood area, and you can, you know, choose between like 9 interiors. You can also have a CJ house from GTA San Andreas, which is really cool. I did not expect that. Never seen it in a server before. And pretty much you just buy a house. You can, you know, get some furniture, put it in the house, you know, decorate it however you want. And yeah, that's really fun feature. I like that. I like that the houses are not filled with shit that you don't actually need, and you can just, you know, personalize it and decorate the house however you want. Another thing is drugs. So how do you make drugs? Oh, you have to go to weed locations, and all the locations are visible. So when you just join, you just check your map and you know where you go and make weed, where you make cocaine, where you know, produce them, when you and stuff like that. So if you want to make weed, you need to go to a location, you need to pick some weed plants, then you have to go to another location, which is Smoke on Water, I think, and get these little bags that you need to, you know, process the weed, and then go to the process to weed lab, I think, or it's called something like that, and basically just make the weed there, and then you have to sell the weed to black market. Also, there are turfs and like sort of gang locations, or like hoods, you know, that are marked on the map. Gangsters can take the turfs and probably get something for it. If it's your turf and somebody's trying to take it, you will see it, you know, and that's how gang fights will happen. That's how, you know, all the gang beef will happen, and so on. So really interesting. I think it's really worth to be in a gang in the city. There are a few jobs that you can find. One of the jobs is taxi driver. You don't need to get whitelisted or anything, and mostly when you become a taxi driver, you're gonna be driving NPCs around. So if you're into that, it's pretty cool. I mean, you will always have job, unlike in other servers where you get a job only when somebody calls you, you know, another player calls you, which sometimes leaves you without a job. Also, talking about cool things, there is a go-kart track which costs like $100, which is really cheap, and you can go there with your friends or by yourself and just basically drive around. You can make a bet or something, you know. You can say, oh, I'll beat you in go-karts, like let's bid like 1k, you know, each, or something like that. You know, some funny scenarios you can do, and it's really fun actually. Like, I did enjoy driving a go-kart around the track. It feels, you know, it feels good, not gonna lie. There's also a school, or yeah, like university or school, I don't know. Probably the roleplay goes on there as well. I'm not too sure, but hopefully it does. And the school also has like a huge basketball court as well, which is interesting. You know, it's a lot of roleplay possibilities could be done in these territories, and I really like the school RP. I think it's pretty funny. So also there are a lot of custom interiors, you know, like McDonald's, you know, girls. It's a lot of restaurants and like hookah place. It's a lot of custom interiors that people will be chilling in them, which is always cool. I think it's creative, and I think it's needed in a FiveM server. I think you would never go wrong with, you know, putting this kind of stuff in your server. So there is a plane, and it's possible to fly over to Cayo Perico, which I'm not sure what you're supposed to do there, but I would guess maybe it's something illegal. Maybe it's a legal island. So if you want to know, you will have to explore it yourself. But there is a possibility to go there and do something with, but I don't know what exactly. So if you're interested, you can always check it out. So yeah, pretty much the server is really simple. Really, it doesn't have too much. It doesn't have too less of the things, of the features. So it's a really good balance for a new player to start in a server. If you don't want to, you know, join a server where you have to literally grind out and, you know, to make money, to make like 2k per hour and shit, this is a really good server to play. If you just want to find some people, or maybe come with friends just to have fun, you know, play a little bit, get some money, you know, buy some shit. It's a really good server, and it's way better than playing something like GTA Online, of course. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like the server. I hope you join the server and try it out. The owner is a really cool guy. You will probably meet him if you play in the server. And thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.
For real?
Yo, what the fuck? Where are you running?